In this example, we will convert the equation r equals 1/4 times cosine of theta from an equation in polar coordinates into an equation in rectangular coordinates. When I want to try to convert from polar coordinates to rectangular coordinates, we have a few equations available to us. We have r times cosine of theta is equal to x. We have r times sine of theta is equal to y. We have r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. And we also have tangent of theta is equal to y over x. My goal will be to take my original equation, r equals 1/4 cosine of theta, and try to do something to both sides, hopefully as minimum amount of operations necessary, to make it so that I can replace the terms that I see with values involving rectangular coordinates, or x and y. One thing that some people may see is that we have an r over here by itself on the left side. If I want to try to make that into something such as r squared, we could try to do something like, I don't know, taking both sides to an exponent of 2. So r to the second power, and then also squaring the other side. If you try to do that, you will get r squared equals 1/16 cosine squared of theta. Which now means that I can replace and adjust the left side with x squared plus y squared, but the right side now is arguably worse than it was before. I don't have any equations involving cosine squared that allows me to replace with x or y. So let's not do that then. You also may see that cosine on the right side that was giving you trouble. Well, we do have one equation that involves cosine of theta, and that is r times cosine of theta. Which means that if we can introduce a variable of r that is multiplying cosine of theta, then I can replace that with x. Well, currently r is not on the right side there, and even if I were to try to divide the r that I see on the left, that's not going to help. I want r times cosine of theta. So, what we might want to do then is to try multiplying both sides of my equation by r. If I do that, that would introduce an r onto the right side, and if I reorder the multiplication, 1/4 r cosine of theta. And on the left side there, r times r, well, that's r squared. And now, after that one operation, I see how I can replace r squared using one of the equations on the right side, as well as how to replace r times cosine of theta. This will now give me x squared plus y squared on the left side of the equation is equal to 1/4 times r cosine of theta, which is x. And that would be my equation in rectangular coordinates.